Hello students, today we will be talking about oxidation number or charge and or valency. You know what valency is? Valency is simply the number of electron which takes part there in the bond formation. Whatever number of electrons in any element takes part there in the bond formation is called valency of that element. What classical or old definition for this valency is? Combining capacity of an element is called its valency. There is one more definition for this valency. Valency is simply the number of valence unpaired electron, and only those valence unpaired electrons can take part there in the bond formation. We can classify valency into two classes. One is electro or ionic valency, and second is covalency. What electrovalency or ionic valency is? Electrovalency or ionic valency is simply that number of electron which takes part there in the bond formation. Which bond formation? Ionic bond formation. So electrovalency or ionic valency is simply the number of valence electrons which takes part there in the ionic bond or electrovalent bond formation. What about covalency? Covalency is simply the number of electron which takes part there in the covalent bond formation. That is called covalency. Valency can never be negative. Valency can never be fractional. Valency will never tell you whether electrons are lost or electrons are gained. It simply tells you that whether electrons, how many electrons are taking part there in the bond formation. So simply it tells you about the number, not whether it is lost or gained. What about the electrovalency? Electrovalency, as I told you, that is the number of electron which takes part there in the electrovalent bond formation, and covalency is simply the number of electron which takes part there in the covalent bond formation. So as I already told you, valency can never be negative, valency can never be fractional, valency will never tell you whether electrons are lost or gained. What about oxidation number or charge? See, if you take one example, sodium. Valency of sodium is 1. Valency is 1. What about the oxidation number of sodium or charge of sodium? That is plus 1. Valency can never be plus 1 or minus 1. It is simply 1. What about oxygen? Valency of oxygen is 2, and oxidation number or charge of oxygen is minus 2. So from charge, from oxidation number, you will come to know whether electrons are lost or gained. But from valency, you will never come to know whether electrons are lost or gained. Valency simply tells you that how many electrons are taking part there in the bond formation. Oxidation number can be fractional. It can be 2 by 3 also. It can be 1 by 3 also. Well, oxidation number or charge can be negative also, can be 0 also. Oxidation number or charge can be fractional, can be negative, can be 0. But valency can never be negative or valency can never be fractional. So this was about the oxidation number, charge or valency. There is one more very important point, that electrovalency or ionic valency numerically will always be equal to oxidation number or charge. For example, see here, this is ionic valency, this is electrovalency of oxygen, this is oxidation number of oxygen, and this is electrovalency or ionic valency of oxygen, and both are numerically same. Here see, this is electrovalency of sodium and this is oxidation number of sodium, both are here same. So electrovalency will always be numerically equal to the oxidation number or charge, but covalency may or may not be equal to oxidation number or charge. May not be equal to oxidation number or charge. Now see this valency of elements, they are in atomic state or they are in free state, will always be 0. Valency of phosphorus, valency of sulfur, valency of oxygen, they are in their elemental state will always be 0. In elemental state, in free state, in pure state will always be 0, whether it's a molecule or it's a compound. For example, H2SO4, net charge on H2SO4 will always be 0. Oxidation number or charge on H2SO4 will always be equal to 0, and valency of element, they are in free state, will always be 0. Now if we will take a periodic table, then this is S block element first A, second A, then P block element third A, fourth A, fifth A, sixth A, seventh A, and 0 group elements. So see here, valency of first A will always be 1, valency of first A will always be 1, then valency of second A 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Or if you see oxidation number, then will always be 1 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus, then 3 minus, 2 minus, 1 minus, and 0. This is valency, and this is oxidation number. This is oxidation number or valency with respect to hydrogen. This is valency with respect to hydrogen, and if you see with respect to oxygen, if you see with respect to oxygen, valency will be 1, valency of first A will be 1, second A 2, third A 3, fourth A 4, 5, 6, 7, and 0. See, valency with respect to hydrogen is 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and with respect to oxygen is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0. This valency is for S and P block elements only. As we know, D block elements show variable valency. As we know, D block elements and F block elements show variable valency. D and F block elements always show variable valency. Their valency is not certain. For example, the valency of Fe is 2 and 3, valency of copper is 1 and 2, valency of Ag is 1 and 3, valency of Fe is 2 and 3. So usually the valency of D and F block elements is always variable, while the valency of S and P block elements will always be group valency. What about the valency of S and P block elements? Valency of S and P block elements will always be group valency, and valency of D and F block elements will always be variable valency.